When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Penn State's offense will get first crack at it today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
A strike downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. All the way back to the 15. Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got it.
Max going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And off to Jones. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
He's got it down the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The hand to the running back. At the 45, on its way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I liked running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. Works his way out to the 33 line before he's pushed out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Badgers will call on their punt team. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. Free up the gut. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Here on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten really productive play from their quarterback as well. He's been turnover free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Got the quick pass. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick completion to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Reynolds. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's open on the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure you're...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Bunch formation for these receivers. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Martin. Oh, he's got a chance. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he got loose. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, I think great ones do that. I think great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. And they're able to get him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught over the middle, it's Reynolds. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Knocked off his feet.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contestant.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the counter. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lewis. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and make...
Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. Got a man. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
63, Wisconsin, 0.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got his man, makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement.